Welcome to Footprints. I'm Wally or Light. On Saturday, 30th August 2025, I had the privilege of attending the first town hall meeting and book launch and fundraising event for Dr. Adewale Kolapo Karim, AKK. As I said about 3 weeks ago in one of my videos, Dr. Adewale Kolapo Karim is aspiring to become the next governor of Oyo State under the umbrella of APC. So the first of town hall meetings was just on Saturday, and it was a great occasion. It was intellectually engaging in all the discussions. Obviously, the fundraising event was the hallmark of the day. In this video, I intend to just read the first few pages from the book titled Our Realistic Tomorrow, which is a compendium of Dr. AKK's articles on good governance and his plan for the pace-setter states. The pages that I will read is more of a personal statement from Dr. Adewale Kolapo Karim. I'll start. My name is Adewale Kolapo Karim, AKK, and I'm a full-fledged son of Oyo State, a product of his soil and all his absolute realities, and a man shaped by the struggles and aspirations of this state. I am running for the governorship of our beloved state, not out of ambition for power, but from a deep-seated conviction that Oyo State can be what we think of in progress, fairness, and opportunity for all. This document begins with my story, not to boast, but to share the roots of my beliefs, the principles that guide me, and the vision that drives me to serve you, the good people of Oyo State. I was born in Foko, a big place in the heart of Ibadan, into the Onibudo compound. Life in Foko in those days was a story of resilience with the threads of simplicity and struggle. Our houses were modest, built from the mud and cement, with corrugated iron roofs, just like many others in the neighborhood. The environment was alive with the chatter of neighbors, the aroma of amala from open fires, and the laughter of wee children playing in the streets or walking distances while on errands for our parents or neighbors. Yet, in the midst of these lifelines lay fundamental challenges: limited access to clean water, erratic electricity, and schools that, while filled with eager minds, often lacked basic resources like textbooks or desks. These were the realities of my childhood, as well shared by many in Ibadan and across Nigeria. Growing up in Foko taught me the value of staying true with members of my community and the strength of perseverance. My parents, like many in our neighborhood, were hardworking people who believed education was the key to a better future. The elementary schools I attended were in Foko, Ibadan, very modest, with teachers who, despite limited resources, poured their hearts into shaping young minds. I grew more older with their lessons with me as I pursued higher education, first in Nigeria and later abroad. Studying overseas opened my eyes to a broader worldview. I walked the streets of foreign cities, engaged with diverse cultures, and learned from people whose histories and struggles differed from mine, yet echoed in the same human desire for dignity and opportunity. These experiences inform my perspective. It taught me that progress is not about copying others, but adapting global ideas to local realities. I also wish to reiterate that growing up in Foucault profoundly shaped my worldview and the values that define me today. The simplicity of life. There was the reality of my childhood and early adulthood. Unlike children in advanced countries who grew up with well-equipped and better schools, reliable electricity, powering everything from lights to televisions, and economies that subtly elevated their lifestyles. My early experiences were grounded in resilience and omission of many of those opportunities. I didn't have access to the technologies or infrastructure that others might have, or that others might take for granted, but I was surrounded by the love and concerns of neighbors and the determination of parents who valued education despite the odds. Part of my childhood reality is the fact that I lost my father when I was just in primary 5 at Abiola Jacob Primary School, Foucault, Ibadan. These realities, while challenging, instilled in me a deep appreciation for what I had and a resolve to work hard within the limits of my environment. One truth that I also wish to establish is the fact that I never felt deprived or resentful of my upbringing. My parents provided love and support, and I found contentment in the life we lived. My mother showed uncommon courage to forge on after she lost her husband. Yet, as I grew older and gained exposure through education and travel, I realized that the gaps in my early environment, access to modern facilities, quality education, and economic opportunities were not insurmountable barriers, but challenges that could be addressed. So I'll stop here, reading from Our Realistic Tomorrow, a book that was published and written by Dr. Adewale Kolapo Karim, and the book that was officially launched yesterday in Melbourne.